Okay.
All right. Hi guys, I'm Brian. I want to say welcome to my studio. We're talking about this little gem here, and I use a lot of metallics in my work. I like the way that the metallics shift and change and catch the light. And so basically, as an artist, I want to make art that feels alive, and others to feel alive when they look at the art. And when I'm creating the art, what I like to do is work on a Lazy Susan. And the Lazy Susan allows me to view the art from all the angles. And as I work on the art, I like to use a variety of brushes and different tools, and they're all spontaneous, they're intuitive. My paintings, hi Mary, my paintings are unplanned. I make them up as I go. And I think that that is part of the fun. Basically, the whole time I'm creating, I'm chasing a surprise. Because when I squeeze the paint on and I take a little palette knife and I strike it, I have no idea how the paint's gonna mix or what it's gonna look like underneath it. And oftentimes I get these really beautiful blends that I couldn't create, and even if I was trying to. And
you have a lot of balance and harmony in there too. I really like that.
Balance and harmony, yeah, and so that's something I think about when I'm creating my composition. It looks like the composition of this particular piece, the overall composition is broke down into thirds. This half is 2/3, I'm sorry, this half, how funny. This represents 2/3 and this represents 1/3, and you can kind of see a color bar going across. And while the paint was still wet, it looks like I took one of my tools and struck it this way. And so basically there was a yellow or a gold on top of it, and then I took my rubber tool and then I struck it, and it showed the paint that was underneath it, and then I turned it, and then I reapplied that same paint right here.
Oh, nice.
So that's how that tool mark was made.
And what's cool is that there's some really shiny, which is, the black is shiny, which is interesting because usually you think of the black being dull, but
Right.
and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, and so we were talking a second ago, and we were talking about sheens. The type of paint that I'm using, sometimes the color dries glossy and sometimes it dries flat. It really just depends on the color. But like I said before, I'm a huge fan of contrast, and so I like seeing the different sheens.
That's
And
beautiful.
so this was an original piece of art, and I am so glad that it found a new home.
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to scan and see some of these are really cool, all these pictures, but I thought it'd be nice to have a little home.
I had noticed initially, Roger, the really colorful one here too. That's so beautiful.
This one.
And so this one has some bright golds and coppers that come forward. Also, when I'm working on a painting, if I think the painting is balanced enough, I'll wire it so that it goes both ways.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that way we have options.
Now the other thing too, in case people see this and they wonder, now you have a studio here in Asheville, North Carolina, and
Yeah, that's right.
and it's called.
So basically, it's my business name, is my last name. It's Luzader Studios. My name is Brian Luzader. And I called it Luzader Studios because I started out sculpting and now I'm painting. And so Luzader Studios, basically I enjoy doing it all and I don't want to put myself just in one box.
Right. Awesome.
Okay, just a few.
Hi, welcome in.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing. We'll move on, but thanks so much.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.